Hi everyone, welcome back to another video in the series Applied Vastu. So we have till now completed the water element and the air element. Now here in this video we are starting with the fire element. So whenever we talk about the fire element, so it's all about energy. It's all about the spark that is present in your life. It talks about the cash flow in your life, whether you have cash present in your home or not, or whether you have cash flow whenever it is required. Next, fire also talks about the confidence that you have in your life, whether you are confident enough, whether you can speak very boldly when the situation demands it. So it's again fire energy. Whether you have name and fame in your life or not, that is also the power of fire energy. Okay. Also, at the end of the day, the fire energy makes you relax. Okay. It gives you the name, the fame, and finally it helps you to relax. So all these attributes are actually ruled by the fire element. So since we are starting with the first zone of fire element, so let us first know what zone we are talking about. It is nothing but the southeast direction. It is also called as the Agni Kone. Agni means fire. So many of us are aware of the name Agni Kone. So whenever we talk about Agni Kone, so the first thing that comes into our mind is we should have kitchen in the southeast direction. So is it safe? Is it good to have kitchen in this particular direction? Does the energy field in this particular zone supports to have a kitchen? Whether we can have a toilet, and if no, what are the results? So we'll talk about all of these things in details in this particular video, because this is a very important zone. Because you see, this is one of the diagonal zones among northeast was number one, then southeast, then we'll have southwest, and we'll have the next zone, which is the northwest. Okay, so these four zones are very important because they are the diagonal zones, right? So let us talk about the southeast direction in details now. So I'll just switch off my video and move to the PPT. So here you can see, let us see the energy field. Okay, southeast. You can see from southeast we have mainly the entire fire element is ruled by, you can see here, Vivishwan, right? So Vivishwan is the energy field or the devta who rules this entire region. Okay, this entire region is ruled by Vivishwan. Okay, Vivishwan will give you, see, after you have connections in the air element, after you have connections with people, what you will do, you want to get confident, you want to get name, fame, right? That people know me. So this kind of energy is offered by this particular zone. If this particular zone is imbalanced, then you will have problems with all the attributes which I talked about just now. Okay, so primarily southeast direction. So primarily the southeast direction, it deals with your cash liquidity. Whether you have cash money or not, you can have many investments, right? You can have many, let's say, lands. Maybe you have invested in many lands or many flats, whatever. Maybe you can have golds, right? But do you have cash money when it is required? So that is ruled by this particular energy field. Okay. Moreover, are you facing accidents frequently. That is again a disbalance of this particular zone. Is your money getting theft? Is it getting lost? Again, problem in the southeast zone. Okay, so let us talk about whether we can have a toilet here or not. So if you have a toilet in this particular zone, it is a big no. Okay, so what will happen? You will your cash flow will entirely get disposed of, right? So maybe you will simply put money in some games or maybe some lottery kind of things. So ultimately, what will happen? The money will go, it will get lost uselessly. That is what you have to understand. Maybe you will have theft of money. Maybe you will have frequently accidents without any reason. You will have accidents. Anyone in the house. Okay. Whenever you need money, there will be no money at all. Okay. And continuously you are in need of money. Continuously. Although you have maybe many property, still you are in need of cash. So that is the issue with this southeast zone. Okay. So you can treat it with red tape or a copper strip, because copper is the metal when it comes to fire element, right? So you can treat it, or likewise, like red, using the red color, you can put it like this, red color tape. If you have not watched the videos from the very first of this playlist, you will not know how to use these tapes, okay, or the strips. So please watch it from the beginning so that you get a very good idea of what I'm speaking. Next is whether you can have a bedroom here. Okay, bedroom is you can keep a bedroom, okay, but the problem is that since you have a very high energy, because it's the fire, right? The starting fire energy is here. Whenever you light a candle, the start of the fire, when it lights up, that is the fire which is present in the southeast direction. So what will happen? They will have clashes. Okay, so because there will be increased fire energy in the persons, so there will be clashes because of ego issues maybe, or because of high fire energy. So what you can do is you can use the adjacent element which minimizes it, like any zone. I'll make a different video about this, but let me just take a reference here. So any zone which is next to a particular zone, for example, for the southeast zone, what is the for the fire element zone? What is the next zone? That is the what is the child of fire element? The child of fire element is nothing but the earth element, right? You can see it from here. See it. The child of fire element. See, fire is producing earth. Fire is producing earth. Earth is producing space. Space is producing water. Water is producing air. Air is producing fire again. So the child of fire is earth, and parent of earth is fire. Fire has a parent air, and air has a child fire. This is the concept. Okay, remember it. This is cycle of creation. Since water is creating air, so water is kind of a parent of air, like this. So if the fire element is increased, let's say, who can control it? Who can control it? The child. Always the parents, what do they do? The parents will support the child, right? And the child keeps a check on the parents, in a sense that due to the children, the parents get problems. Okay, or maybe there is a very a good example, a classic example. Let's say you have a child. Now in a public place, the child is crying. Okay, so now that is a prestige issue, because maybe the child is crying very hard, right? So the parent will give maybe mobile phone, or maybe buy some food or whatever, just to stop that child from crying, right? So in a way, the child is controlling the parent. Okay. Moreover, we are aware of it, right? The no one can do such problems or control the parents as a child. Because of the child, the parents have to face many problems, many kind of things. If the child is good, that is very good, but the vice versa is not always true. The parent always supports the child, always, almost and always supports the child. So using that logic, what you can see here is, if there are clashes in the bedroom which is present in the southeast direction, what you can do is you can use the yellow color bed sheet. So yellow is nothing but earth element. So earth element is nothing but the child of fire element. So the child can control the parent like this. Okay. So use a yellow color bed sheet if clashes increases. Okay. And if you want to increase the energy of this particular area, what you can do, you can use a parent of fire. So you can put a green color bed sheet. So if you put a green color bed sheet on the bed which is in the southeast direction, what will happen? They will get more aggressive. Understood? So the children will diminish or control the power of parent, and the parent will increase the power of children. It works like this. This is from the creation of cycle of creation and cycle of destruction. So next is, if there is bedroom, so money, cash is always present, and immunity is also good because of the fire energy in this particular direction. Okay. So we talked about the toilet, we talked about bedroom. If there is temple, so it is not good to have a temple here. Okay. But you can keep Devi temple here, Devi idol here. Okay. If there is only Devi, like female deity here, you can keep it here. Okay. Otherwise, do not keep a temple in this particular zone. That is not a very good thing. That will lead to problems. Now the most important thing, whether we can have kitchen here or not. So it is the Agni Kone, right? So kitchen here is very good, but not only good, it is best, but there is problem. So the thing is, you need to balance the energy. See, this particular zone is already having the fire energy, and you are lighting fire in the kitchen, right? So do not put any kind of red things here. Okay, like do not put a red color bulb, or let's say someone makes the kitchen as a red color in the southeast. So it will increase the fire energy, because already there is kitchen which is increasing the fire energy, or which is balancing the fire energy. Okay. And if you put red color also, if you put a red bulb also, what will happen? It will increase the energy much. So that is not a very good thing. That will create problems, clashes in the house. Okay. There will be having frequent accidents, because the fire energy is now imbalanced. See, what we do in Vastu is, we need to balance the energies. It is not like, if this is Agni Kone, if this is fire element, so we put on keeping their red things and fire elements and all that. That way it will increase the fire energy, and that is not a very good thing. So what you need to do is, you need to balance all the 16 energy fields. That is our purpose. Okay, balancing is the key. Now you can put off white color. Okay, but the main thing which many people wrongly do is, they have a kitchen in the southeast. Okay. That is a good thing, but they use a black color slab under it, because the black color slab is not costly, it's cheap, and moreover it is very common, right? So that will create a problem. See, the problem is not because of the kitchen, because the kitchen is quite balanced over here in this particular zone. But keeping a black color, black means what? It is anti-color. It is water element. So you are bringing the water element in the fire element. So that will diminish the fire. So that is a problem. So do not use black color slab. Okay. So use a red color instead, or you can use a green color instead. Red color or brown color is fine. Also green color slab is also available. You can use it, but black is a no. And what you can do is, if there is any problem like the energy is disbalanced, you can use red color or green color brown slab. Okay. So there is a concept of bar chart balancing, which I will share after a few videos. That is a bit complex thing to do, but I will show it maybe. But for now, you just make a note of it, that balancing is the key. It's not like that in the water element zone, let's say north direction, so blue color is very good, so we will simply paint everything as blue. We will keep water element things everywhere. What will happen? That will simply increase the water element in the house, so that will create problems. So if all the 5 elements would be in balance, also you can see in Ayurveda what happens. In Ayurveda, what they treat, they simply find a balance in the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. They find a balance. And what are these three? These three are combinations of the 5 elements. Okay, these three are actually combinations of two elements. Okay, so balancing is the key. Whenever anything goes out of balance, let's say you have a high Pitta, what will happen? You will have a very high fire energy. You will have pimples. So what Ayurveda does is decreasing the fire element. Okay, so in this way it is done. So balancing is the key. So always remember, if the fire energy is increased, let's say continuously we are having clashes in the house, continuous arguments, so you should know that there is problem in the southeast direction. And say everyone is very aggressive. The problems in relationship is one thing, but everyone is aggressive. That means fire energy is high. So you need to diminish the fire energy. So what you can do is, you can do not anti-color, you can do the child color. Like you can use yellow color in the southeast direction, or maybe you can put a bed sheet which is yellow color, right? You can do certain remedies to diminish down the power of the fire element, right? So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something new. And if you have any questions, any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.